Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing? Thank you so much for clicking on another one of my weekly weigh-in videos on my Mounjaro weight loss journey. So I hope you're all keeping well. I hope you've all had a really good week. I'll be interested to hear how you've got on in the comment section down below. So please let me know if you're on a GLP-1 or if you're losing weight by any other method, and just let me know how your week's gone and yeah, any struggles you're having, any successes, anything like that. I'm always interested to hear, and I think everybody else is really interested as well. So yeah, just drop it down below in the comments. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do consider subscribing to my channel, and if you enjoy this type of video, give me a thumbs up so that I know. So yeah, it is another weekly weigh-in. I have now been on Mounjaro for 39 weeks, which is crazy, and this is my first full week of maintenance. So yeah, if you are new, I started my weight loss journey back in May of 2024. I've lost over 50 pounds. I hit my weight loss target last week, so it's been a really exciting journey. I'm honestly so happy. I started off at 13 stone 12.8 pounds, which is 194.8 pounds, 88.36 kilos, and my BMI was 32.4. I'm 5'5" tall, which is like 165 centimeters. I get asked that quite a bit. So yeah, that's like my starting details. And it's just been incredible. I'm so happy with this. I've just uploaded a video yesterday about my plans for maintenance. So if you want to see what those are, please do pop and check that video out. I'll touch on it briefly today about sort of like my plans obviously for this past week and moving forwards, what I'm wanting to do, and we'll sort of chat about that week by week. But yeah, yesterday's video is just like kind of like an overall like sort of speaking out loud about what I'm thinking about how I'm going to tackle maintenance. So yeah, I've been on Mounjaro since the 21st of May. I've had one pen at 2.5 milligrams, a pen at 5 milligrams, 3 pens at 7.5 milligrams, 3 pens at 10 milligrams, 1 at 12.5. And then last week I moved back down to 10 milligrams. So it's been the first time I've dropped a dose on my whole journey. So I was really interested to see how I would feel this week, if I was going to be hungrier or having any food noise or anything like that. I had quite strong suppression on the 12.5 milligrams, as I discussed in previous updates. And I was not a massive fan of that at all. I don't like feeling uncomfortably full or just like not feeling hungry. I just don't think it's a nice way to be. So I'd much rather have a bit of an appetite but feel satisfied with my food, you know, and then ready for my next meal at the next meal time. So yeah, injection days are Mondays, weigh days are Tuesdays. So yeah, I weighed in this morning. Side effects and things, how's this week been going back down to 10 milligrams? Well, so I injected myself last Monday, and then Tuesday evening, I actually had suppression again, which I didn't used to get on 10 milligrams. However, this obviously was coming off the back of being on 12.5 milligrams. So I suspect like my circulating volume was just a little bit higher anyway, obviously from being on that higher dose previously. And that 10 milligrams has just kind of topped it up a little bit. So yeah, I did feel really full on Tuesday, and I was like, okay, I kind of maybe expected that. And then I just felt really nice through the week. Mornings, I'm waking up and I'm feeling pretty hungry at breakfast times, I have to say. So yeah, I've been still having like my breakfast, lunch and dinners, but I have definitely been waking up thinking like, oh gosh, I'm hungry, which normally I don't wake up thinking that I'm hungry. So that's something to sort of, that's been a little bit different. I've not had any headaches or any nausea, no vomiting as usual. And then it's been a week of being quite social actually. So I'm pleased that I was on a slightly lower dose, because if it had been on the 12.5 milligrams, I might have had a bit more of a miserable time. But we went out for Valentine's Day on Friday, had a really nice meal out. That was brilliant. had been shopping and was in some size 10 clothes, which was amazing. I felt so slim. I'm going to pop a picture of me in here. In fact, let me do a little side by side of where I started my journey for anyone that's new. It's sometimes hard to sort of picture someone being bigger. So yeah, I'll pop a picture in of what I was like at the start of my journey. And then I'm going to bob a picture in of me last Friday, feeling very sassy and like feeling fantastic. And yeah, we had a really lovely meal out. I don't typically drink very much at all on Mounjaro. I just like not bothered by it. But I'd obviously been out the week before with the girls, and I'd had a couple of cocktails and had a bit of a funny tummy. So I did not have any cocktails when I went out on Friday. I had a glass of wine with my meal, and then throughout the being out with my husband, we were out from like the afternoon through to early evening. I had 3 single vodkas and Diet Cokes, which I really, really enjoyed actually. So yeah, I had 3 vodkas and a medium glass of wine and had such a lovely time. I didn't have any desserts. I had thought when I'd finished my meal, I managed to eat my meal really nicely, which was great. And I thought, oh, I wonder if I could eat a dessert. And then they brought the menu, and I said, oh, do you mind just letting us have maybe about 15 minutes or so just to sort of sit and let our dinner digest? And I still had my wine. I wanted to sort of sip my wine. And then after like 10 or 15 minutes, I thought, actually, no, I'm really full. And I didn't get a dessert. So I'm really pleased that I sat and waited. Had I ordered straight away as soon as I'd finished my main course, I think I might have ordered a dessert and then I'd have probably eaten it as well. So I'm pleased that I just sat, waited, listened to my body, and then thought, I don't need it. And then Saturday, we met like my brother-in-law and his wife for brunch, which was really nice. And then Sunday, it's been stressful with the house. For those that knew, we're selling our house. We're in the final stages of, we're nearly ready to exchange contracts, but with a bit of a stress over like Friday through to Monday, and it was just all a bit, it just felt a bit chaotic. Anyway, Sunday, we were just like, oh, let's just get a takeaway. So we had a Domino's pizza on Sunday. And then has there been anything else that's been, I think that was really about it. That was the most of it. I've tracked all my food as usual this week, so I will be going over my like I usually do, like my calories and my protein and my carbs and everything else. So yeah, side effects were after we'd been out on the Saturday, I'd had some alcohol, had my food, and then we went for brunch on the Saturday morning. I was not massively hungry, but I had some like eggs Benedict, and that was really nice. But after I'd finished, I did actually then feel like I had a bit of a gurgly tummy, and I just had like one episode of like sort of loose stools after that. Whether it's like from the back of like quite a rich meal the night before, or the alcohol potentially, maybe, I'm not sure, but that was just, yeah, after my brunch on the Saturday. Then since then, I've been absolutely fine. So yeah, everything there has been okay. Let's have a little look here. So let's have a look, and I'll tell you a little bit about how my nutrition has been for the week. So yeah, I'm still tracking all my food. I use the NUTRACHECK app that is linked down below if you want to get that. It's so easy just to scan my food in. I am tracking my calories still, usually to make sure when I've been on the weight loss part of my journey, to make sure I'm eating enough. But now I just really want to monitor my calories quite closely as I'm going through maintenance, just so I can see like if I'm starting to gain weight. I can have a look and think, right, how many calories have I consumed? Did I have a lot of protein that week? Was there not much protein? What can I improve? What can I do better? Or, you know, what can I be like, go easy on myself a little bit? So yeah, I am tracking that for now. I mean, I don't think I'll be tracking forever, but just for now I am. So yeah, so for this past week, so for week 39 and week 1 of my maintenance, I'm really impressed actually. So my calories were averaging at 1,633 calories. So before that, I was kind of sitting around the 1,400 mark. So the last few weeks, I've got everything in here. Yeah, typically about anywhere between between 1,350 and 1,500 calories. So calories were up a little bit this week, but yeah, it has been a very social week and I had my Domino's pizza, which was amazing. And it's okay to have things like this, you know. It's if you want a takeaway, you can have a takeaway. Just don't have a takeaway every single day. You know, just still track it and calculate it and all of the rest. So yeah, but my average calories were 1,633. Average carbs weren't too bad, actually, considering that 158.3, less than the week before, which I find really interesting. So yeah, not huge. And then my protein was really good at 90.3 grams. Over the average. I've just realized I've not worked out my grams per kilo, so I'm going to pause you momentarily. And my fiber was 12.9. Right, let me just pause you 1 second. I just need to work out how many grams of protein I've been eating per kilogram of body weight. So 2 ticks. I am back. So yeah, the way you can work this out is you look at what your protein has been in grams and then divide it by your body weight in kilograms. So yeah, I have consumed this week 1.39 grams per kilo, which is absolutely brilliant. That is the best week I've had in so long for my protein, so I'm really, really pleased with that. So yeah, 1.39 grams per kilo. Fantastic. Okay, so shall we have a little look at my weight for the week? So yeah, I got weighed in this morning, and I was really interested to see what my weight was going to be this week. And it's really weird to think that I don't need to be thinking necessarily about getting a weight loss. So it's going to take a little while to get my brain into gear with that. So let me just get this screen recording on here. I use the RENPHO smart scales, which I buy from Amazon. There's a link down below. I always get questions about it. So yeah, there's a link down below. And they've got an app, which is what I'm about to share with you now on the split screen. So let's just get this recording on and go. Fantastic. Okay, so my weight this week, when I jumped on the scales this morning, I was last week I was 10 stone, 3.6 pounds. And today I am 10 stone, 3.3 pounds. So I've actually lost weight this week. I've lost 0.3 pounds, which is absolutely crazy because I have increased my calories. I've been out for meals. I've had some alcohol. I've had a pizza. And I've reduced my Mounjaro dose. So the fact that I've still got a weight loss is incredible. So yeah, I'm 10 stone 3.3, which means I'm 143.3 pounds, 64.99 kilos. So in total, I have lost 3 stone, 9.5 pounds, like 51.5 pounds, 23.4 kilos. My BMI is 23.9, which is exactly the same as last week. So that bit of weight loss has not affected my BMI. And the percentage weight I've lost, I've now lost 26.4% of my starting body weight. So I am absolutely thrilled with my first maintenance week. I did expect to still lose a little bit of weight whilst moving down the scales, which is why I called my end of journey a little bit early. Originally I'd set my body my weight loss goal at 10 stone, and I called it at 10 stone 3.6 because I'm just really happy with how I look. So I'm like, I don't need to aim for a number. But yeah, the fact I've got a little bit of a weight loss is not worrying me. I'm still well within my BMI. I'm not, you know, in the bottom half of the normal range. You know, I'm still in the top half of that. So I think I'm a nice healthy weight, and yeah, I'm really, really happy. So let's have a little look at the app, and we're going to have a look at all the different metrics and things that come with the smart scales, which is really interesting. So if you remember, I sort of briefly chatted last week about what I'm wanting to see as I go through maintenance is starting looking at my body composition, of trying to reduce my body fat, increase my muscle, and improve my basal metabolic rate, and like decrease my metabolic age. So all these things I'm wanting to just, yeah, be metabolically more healthy, and have a better body composition. So I think those are like my goals that are going to keep motivating me moving forwards through maintenance. So not as worried about the number on the scale, but looking at improving all these other markers. So yeah, here we go. It is 10 stone 3.3. That is compared with last week's weigh-in. We can sort of scroll down here and it says that I've now lost 93% of my way to my target of 10 stone. And if we sort of scroll across here, it's got like, for my body fat, it says I've lost 3.5% total of my body fat, and I'm 67% of the way to my goal of 32%. 32% fat is what it says is a healthy fat. I thought that was really jumbly then. We'll see more as we go through these next couple of pages. If we scroll up here to where it says body composition, these are all the things that my scales are measuring. And this is, as I say, compared to last week. So yeah, my weight has gone down by 0.3 of a pound. BMI stayed the same. Body fat's gone down 0.1%. Subcutaneous fat has gone down 0.1%. Visceral fat is the same. Muscle mass is down 0.01, is fractionally down. My skeletal muscle's the same. Hydration slightly improved. Basal metabolic rate has just adjusted downwards by 3 calories, which is fine. My metabolic age has come down. Oh my goodness, that is brilliant. This is what I'm wanting, isn't it? So now my metabolic age is 54. I'm 53. I've closed it to 1 year difference. This started off at 60, as we'll see when we go through. I am so happy. This was one of the things I was wanting to do. Proteins remain the same, fat-free mass is the same, and my bone mass is the same. Really good. So if we have a little look here now at the charts, we can see what those numbers mean in relation to like the little sliding scale. Let's scroll over here and let's do a little swipe. So yeah, my weight, as you can see, I'm now in like the healthy green zone for my weight. BMI is in the healthy green zone as well, which is really good. My body fat is improving. It still says I'm just a little bit fatty. So this will just continue to come down. I think week on week I am seeing improvements to my body fat percentage, so I'm just going to keep plugging away at it. It does give me something still to work at. It's not purely the number on the scale, is it? It's about sort of having less fat, more muscle, being healthier, being stronger. Obviously these scales you do have to take with a pinch of salt. They're not 100% accurate. They just literally run a little current up one leg, down the other, and it sort of calculates roughly. There's a bit of a guesstimate about these numbers. If you use it as a trend, as a, you know, as an idea, as a motivational tool, then it's great. Don't rely on it as being 100% accurate. So yeah, that's my body fat. Subcutaneous fat is still classed as high. My visceral fat is really good at 7. I still want to get it to be 6, so I'll keep plodding on with that one. My muscle mass is on the top half of the average, which is really good. It says here like my skeletal muscle, it is improving. It still says it's on the top end of low, so not much more now to get it to the average, so we will get there. My hydration is in the green zone. Again, it took me months and months and months to get this to increase. Basal metabolic rate is really, really good. These are the amount of calories you burn at rest, just like doing absolutely nothing at all. So yeah, the higher your basal metabolic rate is, the more your body is like just burns its calories, burns the fuel that you're putting into it without you having to make any sort of effort at all. So yeah, this is the number we want to see increasing up, which would be absolutely fabulous. But at 1300, I'm really happy for now. The lighter you are, the lower that number tends to be. So if you're a lot heavier, a lot bigger, your basal metabolic rate is usually higher as well. So do expect a reduction as you get smaller. But I think for me now, as my weight stabilizes, I just want to work hard at improving my metabolic rate. and improving my metabolic health. So yeah, I am aiming to try my very best to get this number to start going upwards. So the curve's been coming down, now we want it to go up. Metabolic age, oh, it says high. It's only 1 year over. It's so mean, but I am in the high zone. However, I will be 54 in May. So even if I just keep this at the same age, I will soon catch that up, in which case then the difference in year gap will be 0. So yeah, I'm just wanting to try and close that gap. And then ultimately, as with all the other things I was talking about, the basal metabolic rate and things, ultimately I would love to have a metabolic age younger than my actual age. So that's the dream. That's what I'm working for. We'll get there. I have no doubt that I'm going to get there. I feel very determined. My protein is like nicely in the middle of average. And then fat-free mass and bone mass, it just gives you a weight. So yeah, I don't focus too much on that. I feel fine with that. I know I've got good, healthy bones. I'm not concerned by any means at all. So let's have a little look here now. And if we go to trends, we can start to have a little look at the graphs and the charts and see how things are going. I have got my Pepsi Mags. I enjoy a little can each day. I'm going to have a quick swig because I'm talking a lot. Okay. So let's see how these graphs are looking. If we look at, I think now, let's just have a little look at how it has been since like throughout my journey. And you can just sort of see it month on month. And here we can see that I've lost my train of thought then. I was thinking about something in my head that I was going to say to you. And then I was showing you this. What we actually could do as I start to go through my maintenance, I think at the end of each pen, each 4 weeks, we can actually sort of like do the comparison to the start of my maintenance journey as well. So we can look at the overall journey graph, and then we can look at the maintenance part graph. If you think that'd be useful, let me know. And then I'll just do that like once, like every 4 weeks. And so I think that's what we will do with that. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on that. But I think we'll sort of like, we'll try that definitely. So yeah, just looking at my weight from the start of my journey to now. So you can see this is a really nice graph down. And I do think there was been a bit of a shift this past month. It's just things sped up a little bit more again. I think that was like the 12.5 dose. I think had I stayed on that, I do think I'd have probably got more weight loss purely because the suppression was horrific. But yeah, here we go. This is what it's been like over from the start of my journey. So a monthly rate of 5.6 pounds for my weight, which is great over like 9 months. It's really good, isn't it? My BMI, as you can see as well, that's like a nice steady graph just coming downwards. Body fat, I sort of lost a lot of body fat initially, as you can see, and it sort of started leveling out a little bit, and it's definitely sped up a bit. I'm now losing more body fat than anything at this stage of my journey, which I think is really good. A monthly rate of 0.7% averaging over the time, and it has gone from 39.8% down to 33.7%, which is fabulous. Subcutaneous fat as well. This is continuing to drop at a rate of 0.5% a month. Started off at 35.1%, now 30.9%. Visceral fat is now down at 7, and it started off at 14. So really, really pleased with that one. My muscle mass, this is like my overall muscle in my body. You can see that that is coming down. Obviously, I've been losing muscle throughout my weight loss journey. But if you look at the next bit, which is the percentage of skeletal muscle, you can see that my muscle percentage for like my overall like weight and everything composition is actually improving. It's like the ratio between like my fat and my muscle is definitely getting better. So that is pretty decent. So yeah, I started off at 35.3% muscle and skeletal muscle. Now I'm at 38.6%. So I'm really happy with that improving picture. let's see if that will continue to improve throughout the rest of my maintenance journey. Hydration has been an improving picture as well throughout. I still need to drink more water, but I am better hydrated. I do sort of drink quite a lot throughout the day, but not just water. I drink other sort of drinks, tea and things like that. Basal metabolic rate. So as you can see, I am starting to achieve what I was wanting to. So as I've lost weight, my basal metabolic rate was reducing. So the amount of calories that I'm burning at rest has dropped off from 1,462 and now I'm at 1,304. But if you look here, you can see from last month to this month, there is a slight increase again. So I'm turning the curve. I'm achieving what I was hoping to achieve. So let's see how far up I can raise my metabolic rate. I did get down to, my lowest was 1,298. And now I'm at 1,304. So it is only 6 calories higher than that, but it is a shift in the right direction. So we will see how that goes. Hopefully month on month, we will see some slight improvements. Even just 5 and 10 calories is 5 or 10 calories more my body's burning every day. And I will take that. I'll go with any improvement. I really will. So I'm hoping to maintain that and keep going. My metabolic age, hurrah, is not showing as 54 yet on this chart because it's averaging out over the past month. However, you can see here at the lowest it's saying 54, started off at 60. I'd been stuck on 55 for the longest time, you know, so I'm really pleased that we've moved it down again. My protein is improving. I'm doing so well with my protein at the moment. I'm not taking supplements or anything. It's all coming from my diet with the exception of my collagen, which I try and take every day. I do forget some days, but you know, I take it more often than not. But yeah, most of my protein now is coming through from things like eggs, milk, like chicken, tuna, you just all like my meats and things like that. So yeah, I'm getting a lot now from my diet. I'm really happy. It's not a struggle to get my protein in now at all. It is really, really easy. Fat-free mass, obviously that's dropping off. And bone mass, my bones have been pretty stable for ages. Again, with weight loss, you will always lose like a little bit of your bone weight, but I've got really good bone health and I'm very, very happy with mine. So yeah, I'm not concerned. I'm, you know, not osteopenic or I don't have osteoporosis. So it's all good in the hood. So that is that. Let me just go back to the main screen, see if there's anything on here else that I'm wanting to have a little look at. I'm just sort of wondering if we have a look back to, let's do a quick comparison to the start of my journey so we can see how much I've lost on each of these little body composition things. That was my dishwasher opening, sorry. If I go back to, I can compare to a previous, get a specific date. Now, I didn't get these until a couple of weeks into my journey. So it was in June. Now, was it? I think it's June the 11th was when I got the scales. Was it the 4th? Let's do the 4th first of all. Let's do that. But I've got a feeling. Have they got everything on there? Oh no, that might be it. Okay, brilliant. So yeah, we can see here that what I have lost. Is that right? I think that's right. Now, this isn't from the start of my journey. It's just from when I bought my scales, but you can see how much things have changed. When I first got these scales, I think I'll need to find, I'll see if I can get from one of my old updates, and I'll include a screenshot of this page. And honestly, everything was nearly in the red. I think I had 9 of the things out of range, whereas now it's just literally like my body fat's out of range, isn't it? And the subcutaneous fat's out of range, and my skeletal muscle is, but I think, and I suppose the metabolic age just, So virtually everything else is now in, you know, in healthy range. So I'm really, really pleased. But yeah, I just thought that's from the beginning. But you can see there, can't you, that it's over 3 stone lost there. My BMI has gone down huge amounts. Body fat's come right down. Like the subcutaneous fat's down, visceral fat's down. Everything is just like, it has just changed so much. I'm not sure, actually. I thought that would be more useful than what it is, but I don't think it's actually very useful at all. So never mind. I thought I'd have a little look, but I think it's just like, I won't bother next time. Let me turn this screen off a moment. There we go. Okay, so plans for the week ahead. Just getting super comfy. Obviously, last night I just took my injection of 10 milligrams. That was my second week on 10 milligrams. So just starting week 2 of maintenance. So I'm just gonna continue on. I know my calories were over this week, like at 1600 and something, and they'd increased, but I don't plan on eating over 1600 calories this week. I was kind of thinking about trying to stick it around the 1500 if I can, thereabouts, just to monitor things and just see how I'm going on the lower dose of 10 milligrams. I expect this week I'm not going to have that sort of suppression-y feelings that I did last week. Oh, I meant to tell you as well, like obviously I had the suppression on the Tuesday. I also bizarrely had quite a strong suppression on the, I think it was the Saturday night, when I was, it was either Saturday or Sunday. It was the Saturday night, and I was like, how peculiar, like so long after, like on like 5 days after my injection, and I'm feeling like really strong suppression. So I just thought that was very strange. Yeah, so I just thought I'd mention that. That was really odd, just random day of suppression, like not linked to anything at all. So I thought that was weird. So yes, so this next week I'm expecting, if I do get any like feelings of suppression, it'd probably be later today. The last few weeks it has been the day after my injection day, so we will see if I get that later on. I will let you know next week in my update if I've had any suppression or anything else. I will always be letting you know as well how my hunger is. I really want to start discussing hunger, any food noise, any feelings of like wanting to snack or anything, because I've really not been a snacker at all since I've been on Mounjaro. So yeah, these are like the key things, like dietary things that I really want to let you know about, you know, like cravings or anything like that. I'll also let you know if I'm feeling like satisfied with my meals, you know, if I'm able to sort of finish more, if I feel like I'm eating more, like larger portions. So I'm just definitely going to just be keeping a close eye on things. I'm not really sure how it's going to go, you know, through maintenance. It's very just, I'm just going to be taking it day by day, no firm plans, and just being very open to just seeing how it goes and then adapting as necessary. So yeah, I'll still be using my scales, using my NUTRACHECK app, doing all the things, still calorie counting, just doing everything and just sort of monitoring it and seeing how it is. But it's going to be a bit of the next couple of weeks, I think I'm going to be a little bit stressy with the house. Hopefully we are going to be exchanging contracts very soon, which means I need to start packing this lot up. I haven't been in the gym this week, which is not ideal, but I think I'm just going to have to cut myself a little bit of grace whilst I'm at this stage in the house sale, and just not worry too much and just cut myself a bit of slack. I took a couple of days off from vlogging over the weekend, which I don't do lightly, but equally it's just sometimes you just need to take a chill pill and step back a little bit and just breathe, and I just needed a moment to breathe, and so I allowed myself that. But yeah, I'm just so thankful to all of you who are supporting me still on my journey. I really hope lots of you still stick around for my vlogs, where I'm still going to be sharing all the food I'm eating, still talking about protein, still doing all the things as if I was losing weight. It's all still really relevant, but I hope you do stick around. I feel like we've just like, the channel's grown so beautifully. So many of you are finding me, so many of you are joining me with your weight loss journeys, sharing your journeys, and I need you all more than ever. I think going into maintenance, it's a really scary place to be, and I just do not want to put my weight back on at all. I want to be able to live a happy, normal life. I want to still have a really great relationship with food. And I do feel I have repaired a lot of things I'd had about food. I feel I've repaired them with Mounjaro, you know, just like my thoughts and things, you know, about what's good, what's bad, what you can have, what you can't have, you know. And I just know now that I can have everything. Moderation is key, isn't it? So yeah, I feel like I'm a bit rambly. Maybe do I need to go get my lunch? Probably. But basically, I just want you to just stick around. I need you now more than ever. I'm here for all of you. I am working really hard at replying to everybody's comments. Thank you so much to all of you who take the time to comment. Daily vlogs are still going to be here. Weekly weigh-ins and updates are still going to be here, and my monthly updates are still going to be here. So nothing is changing like that. So yeah, take care, guys. Have a great week. Let me know how you've got on. I will see you all in my next video. Big kisses. Mwah. Bye for now.